Hello and welcome back.
Welcome back. There was an area-wide internet outage.
It's been crazy in the entire city. LAX went out a few days ago, whole terminal down.
Right.
E3 got hit. I didn't even tell you, last night, after a 12-hour day, of I'm just so exhausted, I get home, my entire building, power outage, pitch black. I'm not even kidding you. I don't usually spook easily. It was spooky going into my building because our hallway has all these random doors that are always open. I've never seen these doors shut. I came in, it's pitch black. Pitch black. All these doors were shut. So I had to navigate this building, cross hallways, go upstairs, cross more hallways, and keep opening these doors. Every time I opened a door, I was nervous. I was like, is someone going to be standing on the other side of this? I don't know. Is a zombie going to be there? Is a ghost going to be there?
I just imagine
Why
somebody
did you wanna
tuning back
open
in
the
right
doors,
now
though?
and thinks it's a game he's talking about.
Yes.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Hubert,
This is real life.
It's hard to understand because, that sounds like a dream for you. That sounds like you would do that on purpose.
I was afraid of the jump scare,
Yeah.
Like it was pretty cool and intense, but at the same time, it was like I was bracing for a jump scare.
Well, Andrew is exhausted.
Yeah. My guard was down.
Yeah.
I was holding and carrying things and just had my phone light. It was Outlast or something. Then I just had to light candles. I couldn't watch anything to go to sleep to.
Oh, lighting candles.
Restless sleep.
Yeah, no Dodger game for you.
Yeah. All right. So
Speaking of being
anyways.
So anyways,
yes. Good segue.
Everybody.
yeah, well, we're going to go back to Man of Medan because, number one, we just sidetracked Ben. Ben didn't know we were doing this. We were all distracted by tech issues. I'm sure you were distracted by tech issues. Who knows what you heard Hubert actually say. But Ben also got to play that game.
Yeah, and it's cool because Huber's demo occurred after my demo, which is so we have two different things to talk about. Of the game,
start
two
us
different
off.
chunks of the game.
Start us off.
Yeah, so the premise of it is very Until Dawn.
Yes.
So if you know Until Dawn and how that looks and feels and presents itself, you will know what Man of Medan is. Absolutely. And so the premise of it is very simple. You're with a group of friends, and they're going on this boat. They're just hanging out together. They're just palling around. And I didn't actually get to see this in my demo, but they upset a group of fishermen. And so when they go to bed, these fishermen sneak up on them, and they just take them at gunpoint. They basically command the ship. And so in this Dark Pictures anthology, they're going to focus on different horror subgenres and different tropes within that specific subgenre. And so for this game specifically, they're focusing on the home invasion subgenre. Yeah. And
Home invasion.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like a ghost ship one.
Well, they said home invasion to me during
Whoa.
because they had a presentation before we went out and had access to the
Okay.
different Bandai Namco demos. And it basically goes from there where you will shift, like you do in Until Dawn, you will shift perspectives from the characters. So for a little bit, you'll be making decisions as this character, and then it'll shift, and you'll be making decisions as another character. And you only have a limited amount of time with a lot of these decisions, as you can see in the footage that's being
Flirt or ignore.
Right. And it will give you the thing that you're going to say, and it'll also give you an attitude for it. So oh, you're disgusted or upset or something. So you kind of know exactly what the tone is going to be. And in between the decisions, there are going to be quick time events. So if you piss somebody off and then you get into a scuffle with them, you're going to have to hit buttons before the timer runs out for the quick time event. But just extremely intense. And because it was a demo, I went pretty ridiculous. I purposely tried to pick the worst possible things to see what was going to happen.
Excellent.
And so this guy, you're playing just as this poor young guy, and he's tied up, and this guy is just punching the shit out of him. This fisherman that came and kind of took over the boat, and you have an option to be kind of not aggressive or be fuck you, man. And I, of course, chose that. And he just cut off the top part of his ear.
Whoa.
Just took out a blade and was no, that is not acceptable. So yeah, it was really fun, and so you have moments like that. And I loved how in the demo, like I made a decision and something pretty dramatic happened, and there was an option with that same character where there's like this escape boat, and you have an option to either like just escape or stick around and be with your friends. And I chose to stick around and be with my friends, but I was wondering if I did choose escape, like if you just lost that character, like if he just got out and saved his own hide, I'd be curious. But I did not see that option.
Yeah, and then mine picked up on the, like it looked like a submarine. I think the camera cut, like we were on a little boat, and then it cut, like fade to black, lift up. We're on a ship. It felt like we were on a submarine or something, but we were at gunpoint. So I assume it's one of those fishermen that had a gun on us, and I was playing as a female, and then I was with a male companion. And I don't know if Chad had heard it or not, but the only thing that really bothered me was we were in this tight corridor, and we were following this one character, and I just kept like bumping into him. So it was like I would have to stop and let him get far ahead, and then I would walk, but then he would like wait, and then I'd walk more and like bump into him. So it was just kind of, just felt kind of, it was taking me out of it a little. But other than those little nitpicks, the presentation, the visuals, and the seamless transitions from cutscene to gameplay were spot on and felt like the next step for this team and this game.
So the presentation was actually my biggest complaint because it looked good, but they would zoom in all the time on the faces, like I feel like similar style to Until Dawn, but the way that the faces were animating, it was like it was over animated, and it just didn't look like a person naturally talking. It fell very hard into that uncanny valley where it's like, okay, they're really trying to make this convincing and emotive, and it's just not quite coming across that way. Like static images of these characters, I think look good enough, but just when they're animating, it wasn't quite right yet. So,
And moving through the environment, you have like a flashlight, and it's these rickety hallways with rust everywhere and like skeletons. You go up to the skeletons and you examine them and you find clues.
On a submarine?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, outside of the facial animations, I did think the atmosphere was excellent.
Yes,
like the intensity, like once it gets there, it's there and it stays there. And it's exciting.
Yeah.
And nerve-wracking.
High stakes.
Yeah.
Those Until Dawn QTEs are so high stakes because there's death. Your characters can die. It's like they're some of my favorite David Quantic Dream games.
Right.
Anytime it's like your life is on the line and you're doing a QTE and there's no reloading your save or going back, I love that.
Yeah, and in Until Dawn, things can just go to rock bottom so quickly. And obviously didn't get to spend that much time with the game, so it's hard to make like a complete comparison, but the kinds of decisions that you were making felt like that, where like it could go so bad, like just death very quickly.
Yeah, the end of the demo, kind of spoilery, but I gotta talk about it. Like one of the people you're with is getting grabbed by these like ghost hands coming out of nowhere. It's really intense. They're grabbing him and pulling him, and he's like screaming, "Help, help!" And you have to decide. It's like, do you want to run or do you want to help him?
Yeah.
And it was really cool because I'm like, I don't have a weapon. I don't have anything. I don't even know if I can help. It kind of seems like a lost cause. Tried to help him anyway, leave no one behind. And I think I paid the price because of it. Like, that's all I'll say. It's like, I went to go help him. And like,
Shouldn't have done
crazy stuff went down. So I don't know.
In my demo, that idea was definitely reinforced as well, where you're in this really ridiculous situation that is just putting a lot of stress on everybody, and you have decisions where it's like, okay, well, do I want this character to just save themselves, or do I want them to stick with the group? And then you start to have mistrust brewing among the friends themselves on top of these fishermen who are clearly out to get them. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, it seems solid. I'm still really excited about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely one of those things where you need to play, with all the lights off, headphones. And I need
Right.
to play it like that. I was playing 10 minutes till the show closes.
Right.
People the whole area was empty. Like I could
rolling
tell,
up the carpet.
Yeah, the employees were just checking their watches.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
felt, kind of rushed. And
Yeah.
Ubisoft was having a farewell dance number on stage. Panda's dancing, and I'm here trying to get into a ghost story. So gotta play it.
Yeah, I wonder if it does change from the home invasion vibe of the beginning and then goes more supernatural
Yeah.
as it progresses.
Because I didn't see Sean Ashmore at all. I was just
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, he was very prominent in my demo.
cool.
So.
I didn't
cool.
get him.